Yeah, this is Point Black, coming in hard and off the card, coming with the flow, straight to the barrio, and coming with that heat to the damn street. This is PBN in Point Black National News, the late and the great edition and the ghetto edition as well. Because we come with the facts, the crack facts, the flow from the barrio, and the boom bip to their lying ass lips. Because this is how we do it. This is the late and the great edition and the ghetto edition as well. Now, today we see where we have a lot of catching up to do on some news and stuff. So we just gonna flow through the groove tonight, quick little flow through, as we go. Now I'm saying I got a few more joints coming up. You should be catching them in a little while. You know what I'm saying? You know how Point Black do. I'm always bringing it. And that's the way it's going to be because concerned Americans should always be bringing it, not just sitting around thinking that everything's going to just work itself out or following one party or another is going to make that one different. What will make a difference is the people who is up in that seat that making those orders and different things coming down on the American people head where they don't agree and then the agreement seems to be a betrayal. So we have to look at these things. So we're just gonna flow tonight. It's gonna be a quick one, because Point Black got some things he gotta do in the next days to come. You know what I'm saying? But tonight we see where Biden bashes GOP economic message after unemployment ticks up. Well, the unemployment ticked up because of creepy Joe Biden, not the Republicans or the GOP. So he's lying, his word plays garbage, and as we know, it is so. Because he is the one who caused inflation to me in all ways, even when it came to the supply chain and what we saw went on during COVID-19 with the supply chain as it was all going on. And we noticed the bottlenecking of the supply chain that caused even high prices and so forth to go up. Now I'm saying, and making food in high demand and so on and so on, that causes inflation as they see it. And also many other things. But now we know how they do this kind of garbage every time. Now I'm saying the creepy Joe Biden went after Republicans' economic, whatever, I guess their economic forecast or whatever they had. Former President Barack Obama on Saturday said that said that the makeup of the Supreme Court would be very different if the demon Democrats had held on to the Senate in 2024 midterms, laying out the importance of the midterm cycle and so on. But we don't need to even get into anything to do with that idiot. You know what I'm saying? But we see where Biden and Obama is constantly lying on the GOP. And we expect that. It is not unexpected. You know what I'm saying? And he's up there lying about the midterms and they should have hold on to this and hold on to that. Hold on to what? You know what I'm saying? Everybody should have a chance to be in that limelight and that spot. It seems like the demon Democrats don't want nobody else to win or rule but them while they're doing shit across our planet, as we see. Such as we see the U.S. nuclear forces chiefs say Ukraine is, I guess, just a warm-up for a larger crisis. What does the common people have to do with this? Is what I'm asking. You have a U.S. nuclear force chief saying Ukraine is just a warm-up for a larger crisis. Imagine that. All these different leaders have called all this type of war type crisis across the land, talking about some revelation bullshitical, to me, is bull. you know what I'm saying, of war and rumors of war all over the land, every single fucking place that you can think of, it seems, when it comes to these idiots. And then when it comes to the common people, we're still asking, what did we all have to do with it, or did we all agree on what you are doing, or what it is they're really doing as leaders? Murdering billions of people in one shot? You know what I'm saying? Now we see creepy Joe Biden, young creepy Joe Jr., you know what I'm saying? Biden and her daughter on the probe. I guess Biden's daughter on the probe on Hunter Biden. They're not going to find anything. Of course not, as long as you're rich oligarch and all kind of garbage and cheat your way into a political process and got it on Luciferian lock. Dangerous poison. Obama lying again. Obama, 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 Obama. You know what I'm saying? Criticize celebrities for sharing anti-Semitic posts online. They could share whatever they want online. It don't bother me, because if you're black, there is no way Obama, 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 Obama can say that you are anti-Semitic, and he should know that. Or is he not black and an Arab or something else? And claiming to be black, why you sit up there on the side of these people, but so-called black skin? You know what I'm saying? There's many people that come from many different countries that have his color, but they're not black. You can tell by their hair and what is their phenotype. So nobody give a flying crap about Obama garbage. You know what I'm saying? As we see. Now, we have another one coming in from the Hill. You know what I'm saying? I guess the Hill News from Alice or whatever. I don't know your name. But the Hill Morning reports the juicy storyline in the 2020 midterm elections coming out. The editorial, The Hill, the report is our daily news that dives deep into Washington agenda to subscribe, click, and so forth. What he said here, ahead of the Tuesday election, creepy Joe Biden on Wednesday took a big swing at the 2024 political horizon. Yeah, like his dumbass horizon straight out of our government. You keep voting demon Democrats and y'all gonna get something that gonna crack your back. There must be a balance of control. And I don't understand what black people are doing, because it seems like all they do is wait for somebody else and cheer for somebody else. The same people who stood there and they destroyed their ancestors in this land. And you are cheering for these people without knowing any research and claiming to disregard the research by simply saying, you always talking about so long ago, but the path remains the same, you jackass. It doesn't matter how they play the game, it's still the same. He said that former President Donald J. Trump, which is the President of the United States, abused his power. No, he did not. And encouraged his extreme mega followers to subvert the election system itself. No, he did not. You did that, creepy Joe. You can bet your bottom dollar on that shit. I don't give a damn what you say, because like I say, and I'll say it again, all your clowns are demon Democrats. Many of them before they were Republicans. So schemes don't fall far from the tree. You know what I'm saying? But when we look at, he's saying with the mega followers to subvert the election system itself. In a nightmare address sponsored by the Demon Democrats National Committee near the Capitol, Biden asked midterm voters to defend their bullshit. If you ask me, talking about democracy. Now, I think it should be country. I don't like the word democracy, and it's demonic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to stick to that, and that's the way it is. It ain't got nothing about saying anything about this country as a whole, and I care for this country. It has a care for the words that you use, that base that they created to put in our mouth, that we used to say out about this country. And I don't like the word demon mockery, democracy, or demons, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And we see he's up there, Biden's up there with a lot of lying shit. And nobody's going to sit here feeding in to that garbage. Ukraine news coming from the Independent. Live U.S. sends 400 million in military aid to Russia. Claims British troops involved in drone strike. Now the British is getting involved in the drone strike. Newly news. Live. U.S. sends 400 million in military aid as Russia claims British troops involved in drone strike. Imagine that. So all the world and all the people involved in Biden's scheme, we know now who they are by all the NATO nations. If you look at all the NATO nations, all those leaders are in bed with the satanic bullshitical garbage that is going on. And they're pulling the common people into that bullshit. Because what do we know? What evidence do we have? What do we see? What we know? What claims to be the problem? Why you guys are using nuclear weapons as if it's just a pistol, and so forth and so on. And the common people have no true knowledge other than what we hear or read in the propagandical news that you put out. I'm still asking, what does the common people have to do with the shittery that's going on? Whether it's Ukraine, Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Iraq, all over they seem with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And people need to quail it as fast as it has begun.